Yeah, another setback. Monitor went dead. PC shut down.
Anytime, ever.
No, I'm gonna get you.
Now we're in another party spot.
Stay. I'll be back with a treat.
Hey, Danielle. Danielle, we're on the air, Danielle. Those mics work, too.
On the air?
I'm trying to get you away from me.
On the air with what?
That's
On
Jason.
an internet radio station that has 2 people listening right now.
Yeah.
But they're safely away from here.
But they're 2 very, very special listeners. Let me tell you, number 2, number 1, the time will come for everyone to clean up their own backyards. Let me tell you, honey, I'm going to clean it up nice and
Yeah,
good.
I'm really sorry, you guys.
We lost all of this.
Jason is sorry, but it's getting closer and closer to Halloween,
Oh,
and
we're on.
my phone number is 202-375-4790. You give me a call, and I'll call you a nice little faggot.
Yeah, you should see this costume this guy's got.
I got a pair of tidy whiteys that'll knock your socks off.
Danny M.
Well, they knocked your socks off.
Yeah, my costume tonight is a pair of white sneakers, vest, Merlot, with a hay and interweaved. Would you say that's what it is? Would you say that's accurate, Jason? It's a Merlot color with
I don't want to
with
look
hay
at you long enough
with
to
hay
actually
fabric
tell them that.
interweaved within it. A cowboy hat, okay,
Yeah,
painted
alright, I know that
cow,
part.
black and white and brown cowboy hat, a rainbow Swatch watch, and
He's got
and-
like every detail.
and just a boatload of nerve. That's what I'm wearing tonight, Jason. Thanks for having me.
Well, I haven't had you. Please.
Let's talk about the history of the world. Tonight's a good night to do that, okay? There's always that Halloween party that you go to, and then you see that one guy that's there, and you haven't seen him in a year, not since the last Halloween party. And you learn different things about him, You see his vocabulary is grown, or maybe he's a little bit taller. Maybe he's shaven now. He used to have a little goatee. And it's just interesting to see the little changes that you find in a person. You know what I mean, Jason?
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the people that you see over the course
Just the people
of
that
a
you
year, maybe once or twice a year. And you're in a position to be able to see how they've grown, whereas they don't because they live with themselves every day. It's a horrible existence to be them instead of me. Because, by the way, folks, if you're listening, I have a lot of muscles. I'm muscle bound and my crotch is flaming red. There was this one time, maybe you read about me in the newspaper. I was walking through the mall food court just the other week, and I got an erection, and it was in the newspapers because nobody survived. No one survived. It was horrible.
I think I did read something about that.
Yeah, it's horrible.
You seem to be rather hairless in the chest area there. Can you explain how that happened?
Well,
was that an industrial accident of some kind? Or?
It wasn't industrial. It's heritage. Being Scots-Irish, my blood was really confused from the day, that it found out, wait, saying you're McClure, but the McClures don't really exist. There's no such thing as a McClure clan in the Scots-Irish tradition. We actually changed our name from MacLeod to McClure because the English, during the time of the Braveheart era, when the English are coming out to commit genocide on various clans, they decided to wipe out the MacLeods. So many MacLeods changed their last name to McClure to fool them. Anyways, years later, they decided to come off to America and fight in the French and Indian War. French Indian War, it was a big nasty thing, but we knew how to fight, we knew how to battle, so we said, sign us up. When we came to America, English decided to lay off. They became MacLeods again, but the ones in America were never told about it. We weren't included in the, in the email with that one, so long story short, here I am, a McClure before you, a dying breed. Too rare to live, too rare to die.
You're the last one?
Huh?
You're the last one?
One of the last. You'll find a couple of them.
Yeah, I don't want you to be the last one, not in that outfit.
I'll keep it going, Jason. I'll do my best to pass it on, okay?
I do have one guy in the chat room that just said, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was for you or...
He has
Some
horrible
other guy.
family problems. He's not very close to his father.
Hey,
Okay,
that might be true though.
I know it's true. He should listen to me right now. Okay, you're not very close to your father. It's never too late, my friend. You should visit your father, speak with him, talk to him about these things. Okay, talk to him, make it into a discussion. The fact that you're not very close to him. Okay.
Do like a little workbook, a little outline.
The closer you get to your mother, the farther away you get from your father. The closer you get to your mother, closer you go to Fagville population U. You got to bring it back around. Not that I'm passing judgment or anything. These are statistics I'm talking about. I read in this, what is it? It was a medical survey I did not too long ago where it said the first statistic was, that most people that become closer to their mother against their father truly become less endowed over the course of the years. The penis, because your penis actually never quits growing until it's like your lungs. Your lungs finally fill out by the age of 30, or your penis quits growing at the age of 45. The closer you are to your mother, though, the less likely it is that it will lengthen and thicken over the course of your midlife. And so the second statistic I think was that 99.9% of all statistics are made up. And
Now I remember you.
you
Because
do.
he came in, he introduced himself to me. There was a previous show when Turk Maglerck said, "Here's my girlfriend Danielle," and then this guy comes on, and Tariko was on LeClaire, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "What?" And I'm having that same feeling. I'm having flashbacks to that moment right now as you're talking.
Tarika, what I'd like to understand is, what is someone doing in Africa with a name like Tarika? That is not an Aborigine name, nor is it have any sort of authenticity with the Australian, vocabulary for names. I don't think of that. That passes by me. I think she's actually faking.
She wears different hats. That's all. It's an idea. It's like a Halloween party for her, but it's all year round. She's
Halloween.
always wearing different hats and taking on different roles.
And she likes to curse, like it's shocking for an old woman to curse. I know all about it. But at the same time, I really can't be upset with her. She was kind. She was good to me on my first time on the air, and I just want to thank her now over the line. You said her name is Tamika? What was her name? What was her name?
Well, it's LeClaire, the Australian one.
LeClaire?
It's just her 20th name she's had since you've known her.
LeClaire, on behalf of me and all the people that haven't noticed that you are one of 20 names down a roster of pain and suffering of all of those who listen to this podcast, I'd like to tell you, thank you. Thank you on behalf of all Americans. We're proud of you, girl. Proud of you. You've come a long way. Okay, you lived a long life. May your forehead grow like the mighty oak. May that day come that you and Jason meet in real life. Because let me tell you, this one sexy stud I'm sitting 5 feet away from.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be lots of sex. Don't worry.
A heat just vibrates
right now,
off this
look
person.
at me. I'm sweating. I'm getting all flushed.
He's very sweaty
Yep.
at this party. Okay?
This party. Always.
This party called Jason's Life. This man is a sweaty man.
You're a psychiatrist, aren't you?
I'm not a
I see that.
psychiatrist. I know nothing about medicine. But I know a lot about feelings, okay? I know what you all are feeling out, you two listeners. I know how you're feeling right now. You feel like...
Confused.
Yeah, you feel confused. You say,
a little,
don't know what I'm doing with my life, and this podcast isn't telling me anything more. It isn't helping me any. And, well, there. Jason spoke it. Dead on the mark.
It said so much by saying so little.
Jason and I, we have a good time. The nights that we get together, go out to the bars, go out to the bowling alleys where they have the band performing in the middle column. And they're always performing the sweet 60s classics that he and I just always loved, What was it, that one song that we really liked? I can't remember the name of it. It was like... Oh, Jason, my girlfriend's here now.
That's the Sleepwalkers song.
That's who you remember it from,
Sleepwalker.
right? Sleepwalkers,
Yeah.
the movie. Me too.
Because I think the song's called Sleepwalker.
Well, it was used in the
Let's
movie
see
too.
if Turk Maglerck has that song somewhere. so we can bring back those memories. Those,
Yeah, you guys have to know what Jason and I are talking to. This is a real special. I actually didn't know that it was called Sleepwalkers. I knew that song, and I was associated to the term Sleepwalkers because it was, in fact, in the movie Sleepwalkers.
I think they were lazy. I think they were lazy, and they're like, look, we need a song to capsulize this whole movie. Oh, I know. It's called Sleepwalkers. The movie's called Brilliant. Brilliant.
It's fantabulous. Do you think a movie like that starts with the title of the movie and they find the song, or do they start with the song and develop the movie around it?
No, it absolutely could be, because you know what? There's movies that they always have like working titles, and then they end up having a different title. But they have a song that's nothing like the title of the movie.
Yeah, Stephen King has had their working title like Project 9 from Outer Space Asshole, and then he said subtitled Sleepwalkers because I like that song. That's the song he was listening to when he was shooting heroin and writing that story. Stephen King wrote the story to that movie.
Sleepwalking. It says Fido in the chat room. Sleepwalking. It was close enough.
What, the movie was called Sleepwalking?
No, the song was called Sleepwalking.
Okay, well, there you go.
The movie and book were called
Have you found it
Sleepwalkers.
on there? Is there any way we can play this for people? I want them to share this memory with us.
We don't have it here.
How old were you when that movie came out? Do you know what I'm talking about, Jason?
I have no idea how old that movie even is.
The movies came out in the 1990s.
Oh my god, dude! I wasn't even born yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
How old are you?
I'm fucking with you. I
Jason
was,
is in fact
born.
13 years old.
How old are you? If you're talking like that.
I'm 24 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't act like it.
I don't know. How old do I act?
You are 18, clearly
19?
a 40-year-old man.
I'm clearly a 40-year-old man.
Very, very spelt for your age. Very built.
I'm a
hairless.
40-year-old mind and a
Not wearing a lot of clothes right now.
Sexy body.
Brian Setzer has a good version, but we don't have the Brian Setzer version or the original version.
Oh,
We've
that
got
sucks.
nothing.
Well,
Turk has failed me.
I wish you knew the baseline, because you could just comp with me. I could write a chart for you right now, and you and I, we could do this together.
We got all the guitars here. So, does anybody here play guitar?
Yeah, I wish Rolf knew how to play him, but he just has guitar sitting in the corner for whenever his girlfriends come over. He brings them back to his pad, and he says, "Hey, yeah, man, like I know how to play guitar."
Well, he's got like the sound. He's got all.
And then they're like, "Oh, can you play it?" And he's like, "Oh no, they're not tuned right now. You know, it's yeah, they're not tuned right now. Hey, just come on, just sleep with me."
He started playing guitar last night, and it was just
really.
Well, here's the thing, though. He's got this set up. He's got all the guitars, but his TV's sitting on the floor.
Put him on the top 10
Where are
list.
his priorities?
Did it on the terrorist list.
Look, his bed's just got shit all over it.
He's Turkish, you know. Rolf is.
Yeah. So, like, how does he bring girls up in here?
How does he bring them?
Yeah. Does he take them into Jahan's room and just go, "Oh, this is my room"?
Usually a lot of drugs and a heavy-handled spade.
Wait, there was one here a little while ago.
No, that's not a spade. That's a shovel. Don't listen to him. All Turks are liars.
It was a shovel, and they said it was a spade.
No, it's definitely a shovel.
Motherfucker.
It could be a spade if you flattened out the end of it. It was flat like Rolf's ego,
Well,
like Rolf's sense of humor. Flat like that cheap bubbling cider that he brings into the room when his girlfriend's naked on his bed. And he comes in and he says, "I'm Rolf. Are you prepared for the Demericon? Are you prepared for the end of times?" And they go, "I don't know." And he goes, "Come on, baby. Get beneath the sheets with me. We're going to have our own little personal Holocaust." Huh? I've already told them, but just in case you've gained a few more.
In.
Yeah, in case you just tuned in. Are there any other people that have tuned in? Have the last two people, have they signed out? Can we encapsule this podcast and send it into outer space so that everyone can remember that this happened?
Believe me, this will be remembered.
Believe me,
this will
somewhere.
be infamy for a very
If the
long
theory,
time. There are
Jason,
6 people listening.
Whoa, it's
people,
picked up.
I
It
know
was
that.
just 2 people. For those of you that are hanging on there, we are going to send this podcast into outer space in a capsule in the hopes that somewhere, if the theory of infinity is in fact true, somewhere out there, that someone will discover this podcast and bring us back to life from a mere vocal frequency.
If this goes out into space,
You will wake up after dying to a whole new world.
if this goes out into space, and anybody off of this planet hears this broadcast, they will put us out of our misery. This planet will be obliterated.
Why is misery in your vocabulary? Jason, you sexy stud, you.
Because I'm a realist.
You're a realist. You have imagination, my friend. Everyone, this is coming to you live. Most podcasts are actually, in fact, recordings, but this guy figured out how to do it live. I'm impressed with him. The man
I
can.
explained it. He didn't understand. I don't know how else to explain it.
The man, Jason, hoots with the Owls and soars with the Eagles. He is not a quitter. And, well, he has ashy elbows. Jason, why do you have ashy elbows?
That is an interesting question.
For white people, that's not called ashy elbows. They, in fact, call it winter rust, I think is it. What is it, Katie? Winter itch.
What does she know?
Winter itch is what they call it when you have the hazy elbow.
No. That's black people say that white people get winter itch, that they don't get ashy. But white people certainly do get ashy.
But it's under a different term.
But
The term is winter itch. I call it winter rust. Okay?
So we're hitting some very important racial conversation here. I feel as if I know you, so we can talk about these kinds of things.
What did you say?
We've been getting look, dude, we've been talking for almost a half hour right now. All right, so
Go into Johan's room. There's a thing in there.
Yeah, there's a bathroom in there.
Okay.
so
Jason,
I
let's talk.
I feel as if we're like this, we're like.
You and I are eye to eye, 5 feet away from one another. Do you own any firearms, Jason?
No, I do not.
Do you own any?
There is
do you
a
own
reason for that.
switchblade or anything?
I do not.
Okay.
Do you remember that movie? Do you guys remember that movie?
I'm big into the blades. Absolutely.
Anything worth doing is worth doing right.
Anything worth having done, we're doing right. That's right.
I'm finding a few
I got you.
songs with the word sleep in it.
That's right. Don't take any gut from these fucking swine.
Dogs fuck the Pope. Pope fuck the mine.
I know a lot of married people out there. Are any of these listeners married?
Yeah, there's a lot.
How many married?
Everybody's getting married. Do you notice that, Jason? Jason, everybody in our...
That's just the lower quality.
Jason, listen to me
high
here.
quality stream, because this is high quality.
Jason, everybody...
Listeners are coming on board. You're tracking.
Jason, everybody... It seems everybody we know are either dying or getting married. And
What's the difference?
What choice have you made? What's the difference, you son of a bitch?
That's really... I guess I'm dying.
Day by day, Jason. Day by day, basketball by basketball game. Okay, season by season, you are in fact becoming less of yourself and more like everyone else.
You actually did give me better choices. This Australian girl started talking to me online last night, and when she saw I was single, she asked if I was married or if I was gay. I'm like, well, that's not a good choice.
What happened to the choices in between?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm sorry, I don't know you. I can't joke like that.
Well, I know Daniel here quite well
Jason,
now.
did you ever question your sexuality?
No. No.
Can anybody come
You know what?
online
I
right now
couldn't
and
say-
tell me that they questioned their sexuality the same way I did? Stuck their middle finger up their butt and wondered if it would feel good. Took your other hand,
Did
stuck
you,
that middle finger in
turn
their
around
mouth.
a little bit?
Did you?
You kind of twisted a
We have
little
other
bit?
people.
or-
Women have done that as well, but I don't think that's because they thought about being gay. It's
Oh, in the mouth? I didn't hear
no.
that.
You were
I don't
born
think
with
he did
two
that.
hands. No, that wasn't. No, you were not created that way. You were given the choice. How many of our listeners are actually wed right now?
Well,
Are we getting
that
any
question
responses?
will be answered very shortly in the chat room, so we'll
Okay,
just
and the
wait
next
for
question,
that.
beyond how many of them are married, the next question is how many of them still listen to music. The next question is how many of them are still dreamers. And beyond that, the next question is how many of them have kids. And from that, we can develop an algebraic
We're gonna get these.
equation.
Hopefully, you asked a lot of questions where if somebody answered one of them, but we thought it was for the wrong question, it would be really hysterically
Well, yeah,
funny.
no yes and no answers and things like that coming on the web. You have to tell us, have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Do you like folkloric Afro-Cuban music? Are you from Australia with a name that doesn't belong to any Australian? Oh God, a kid came into the room and said, all that and a bag of chips. Okay, I just time traveled, folks. We are in 1997, senior year of high school. That annoying kid in the back of the classroom who decides to say,
I'm gonna see if these headphones
I
work.
am all that in a bag of chips. He's
Too
trying
many
on some
people in here. I
headphones.
can't hear you anymore. That's probably a good thing.
Jason's hearing is He's
Of course, they're
diminishing.
Like oh my god, I can't hear anything in this room right now.
Well, right now you're wearing headphones, Jason. You have to plug them in. There you go. Right on the headphone out.
Oh, that's nice.
You have me?
Oh, these are great headphones.
Folks, can you hear me?
Oh, these kick ass.
You have reached
Except when you start
Jackie
yelling.
Jazz on
That's not so
the
good.
station of Hot Lovin'.
You want to be a DJ?
Bragadash, Section, Back Bacon, Hopscotch, Hottie, Sex Manual for the champions. How are my levels?
You are a little loud.
I'm a little loud.
You're a little loud.
Do I need to back off the mic?
Nope, I just adjusted it. It's perfect now. I think I'm going to take the headphones back off because I really don't need to hear anything that you're saying right now.
Everyone, we're here. It's the Friday night that typically most Americans celebrate, the Halloween Bragadash. And it's really loud in the room. People are spilling into it like a bunch of zombies.
They're like,
Brother mindless, wearing all sorts of funky costumes with no imagination.
They're not
Everyone is either in a
costumes.
zoot suit or a
Dude, they're not
or a
costumes.
banana.
What are you talking
It's a
about?
bunch of bananas and
Banana.
zoot suits
See,
walking
I told
into
you
this
guys. I
room.
told you there was a banana at the party.
Do you have any more listeners? Because I personally think you're boring.
Oh, come in, get over here. Get on the mic. Come on. I can hear you on here anyway.
Speaking to us right now is
What are
Una
you?
Miller.
What are you supposed to be?
I don't know.
in a white dress and
She looks like a figure skater.
leggings.
This gives it away. This says something else. It does.
And let me see, what else?
Teal shoes.
She has black hair, fake pearl earrings.
They're real.
Her father was, in fact, my teacher in 7th grade English. Okay? And now I tell her now, things, words that were taught to me by him. Fuck you, Una Miller. Go fuck yourself. The show is dying off. I apologize, but there's just too many things happening in the room for us to really concentrate anymore. You know? Jason, what helps you concentrate in your day-to-day life? How do you keep focused on your life?
I don't.
What's the driving force?
I don't.
You are homosexual.
Wait, homosexuals are organized. What are you talking
I'm
about?
just joking.
If I were an unorganized
Jason.
homosexual, I would be the worst homosexual
Where would
ever.
you be 10 years from now without me? If you hadn't met me
feeling
today,
the
where would
same
you be
exact-
10 years from now versus if you had met me 10 years from now?
10 years from now,
I think President of the United States.
because I have met you?
Because you have met me, you'd be the President of the United States. Without me, you'd just be President of the Silly Goose Corporation.
That's kind of lucrative. Silly Goose Corporation.
Lucrative. Silly Goose fever is only the greatest cause of death since I don't know what.
The corporation caused fever?
Gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is 75%
Gonorrhea group.
of Americans die from gonorrhea. The other
sorry,
25% of them
75%?
die from what? No, terrorism. It's definitely terrorism. Actually, that's 24% die from terrorism. 1% actually dies from motorcycle accidents. Only the Kawasaki riders. Those guys are riding a bullet. The Harley riders are... Hondas do live forever, but that's still riding a bullet. Harley riders, they like to ride their bike like it's a horse. They like to sit back and cruise around and glide. The other guys are just hanging on for dear life. It's a sad thing to see an American die. Every day, every American that dies, okay, an angel loses an eye. That's what happens. That's the way it was written in the Bible that I just made up. Jason, why didn't you come here dressed up in a costume? And where did you get the XM satellite radio shirt? I would want to get one. Did you order that online?
Killed a DJ for it.
Would you ever think I actually have contacts to be able to develop and make shirts for your television show? And we could put whatever photo you'd want on the shirt. Let's do it. God damn it, Jason. I'm going to give you my number before the end of this, and let's make shirts
He just
for your
wants me to call
show.
in.
We can put it on the website, and people should start wearing the shirt. What'll happen is the person that writes back to you and gives the most quotable line, that will be put and printed on a shirt, and those will be the shirts that'll be in production for a month. Okay?
Here's a good quote for a shirt. You ready?
What's up?
Jen has quit. Ping timeout.
What is that? Jen has quit?
Ping timeout.
Ping timeout?
Right there on my screen.
Does not compute.
Does not compute.
Right there on my screen.
Ping? What does ping stand for?
Ping.
It's the syllable that follows pang. But what is ping? Is that the last name? Is that an expression?
Ping.
Is that a...
It's on my screen.
Is that an acronym?
Quit. Take
Parental ignorance.
It's
Neglecting.
It's on the screen.
Gonorrhea.
That's all I can tell you. Oh, he found his gun. Where
Now
was
a man
it?
has walked in with a Tommy gun. How long does this show go on for, Jason?
He just shot her in the... as long as we wanted to.
As long as we wanted to. I thought the
We
free
own the
podcast. I
station.
thought the free podcast usually runs just up to 45 minutes. Is it? They're not allowed to be longer than that.
Well, if you put it on like the Apple site or something, but I run it on my own site. So it can be
Okay,
as
so
long
there are
as I
some
fucking want it to
podcasts that
be.
just links you to your website, and then it's
Huh?
5 hours long.
As long as we want it to be.
5 hours long. Have you ever felt and experienced what 5 hours feels like?
Not all at one time.
5 hours of your life is best experienced through tantric sex. The whole idea is that
That is
you
a
keep-
wise use.
You keep your hard, uncircumcised, shiny member within the woman, and it's through just small vibrations of your pelvis that you keep it active and excited, but not enough to the point where you would ever climax within the first average 15 minutes of most of our 6 listeners. In fact, tantric sex carries on over the course of hours and hours. Sting does it from the Police. Okay?
Oh yeah, I did hear that. And now he plays the lute.
Yeah. But but tantric sex is an amazing thing.
Tell us more.
Well, the people that live by the ocean and do tantric sex live to be 110 years old, whereas people that just do
Yes, please. Kill
tantric
him.
sex live only to be 100 years old. And people those of our listeners who don't do tantric sex,
Well, you know who really is
they
a
actually
big
only
fan of
live up
tantric
to...
sex?
I already said Sting.
No, same amount.
I was going to say you.
We're broadcasting live.
I was
It is-
interrupted
but it
in
is
the middle of my
recording.
thought.
Well, you were shot.
And now
I
it's
mean,
gone.
You're supposed to act like you're dead.
Shot down, to say the least.
Yes, it's live on tape. See, I explained.
Here we are
the
in
same
Rolf's
thing to him,
bedroom.
and he didn't get it either. Oh,
What's wrong?
that makes me feel dirty. I'm leaving.
You're live on tape.
We're live on tape.
Huh?
You're live on tape. How does that work?
It doesn't make sense. It's a paradox.
Exactly.
We're all gonna cease to exist.
See, you see, all life is a recording.
What is that?
And
you're
I'm the
drinking?
mix master.
What is in that bottle? Blood?
Rolf, come here, Rolf. Come here. Just like make your...
30 in
make a
one
small-
small bottle?
Here we are with the king of cream, the master of disaster, Rolf, goddamn Turkish American,
Ah, here he is. Here he is.
the man who made a library of shame upon Southern Maryland.
That's why he's here now.
Okay? A man who knows, who vows no innocence, makes no exceptions, makes no apologies. He lives for 5 purposes. 1, rock and fucking roll. And the other, fucking roll and rock. 3rd, Nick the Dick Wyjinski, jazz lovin', unicron crackin', bagel biting, terrorist terrorizing, wedding demoralizing Mormons. And the 5th reason for his existence has been diva status. The man ranks atop out of a scale of 1 to 7 on the diva status meter. He's a 6.23 pi. Okay? He's an infinite integer of... I don't know. What's the word I'm searching for here? I'm reaching.
Dung.
Huh?
Dung.
Dung?
Dung.
Dung, as it's 2 syllables?
Absolutely.
Verb and adjective.
I need an adjective.
Complacent.
Complacent, that's not the word for Rob.
Turk-
Rob is busy.
Turkish.
Busy. He has 7 guitars in the room, 5 guitars in the room. One of them is a bass. None of them are tuned. They're not. Oh, they're all tuned up, but none of them are ready to go.
Give the man a microphone.
Rolf, speak for
party.
yourself. Answer this question, because I'm going to admit this about Rolf right now, and then his rebuttal will be expected shortly. Rolf has lived his life tuning guitars, tuning his ego, but to no avail. His preconceptions of a friendship are those who listen beyond understatement, beyond complacency, as he put it before.
Put a blank in there somewhere as you finish this.
What?
But, like say the whole thing, but before you finish it, put
Rolf's ego is a blanket over top of the bearded bears that represent his self-loathing.
Nice. I knew it.
A coward among clowns, a sheep among shapeshifters.
No, you got to start a fight with her.
Rolf, what is your rebuttal to this?
Well, I have really no rebuttal. I kind of agree almost 100%. Aside from one statement, my friend.
It was the sheep versus the shapeshifters thing.
No,
I said you were a sheep among shapeshifters.
No, I'm not. I am a sheep among sheep. However,
my mother always said I was a sheep with the knowledge of a lion.
Your mother was a lying whore.
You know, that's not funny because my mother was killed by a lying whore.
Really? Funny enough, my mom was a lying whore, so she must have killed your mom.
Your mother.
I don't have
was
to do
a bag
anything now, Nick.
stuffing.
I just sit back and just
Beagle
watch
Baron.
this shit roll.
How many people now? Go.
Breast.
Nickel, not in
Nickel, I thought you were doing alliteration. Where's the bees?
alliteration. You wish.
You suck at alliteration.
I do.
It was bees. It was an
This
easy
is-
one.
Yeah, bees.
Yeah, beer, bird, breast. There's 10 of them. At least, on the tip of my head.
Beer, brenegating. Brenegating isn't a word, though.
That's
But
a
by
good
the
one.
time they look that up, they will have died from...
Well, by the time they have to figure out how to
AIDS.
spell it, and then try and look it up.
But it's not increasing.
What's up?
Rolf, there's a girl. Okay, there's a girl. She's at 11 o'clock to where you're sitting. She has wings on.
Purple wings, my friend.
Purple wings.
Get it straight.
She also has fishnet stockings. Wait, what is it? Those aren't fishnet stockings because they're wider. What are they?
They're like, no, they're
What is
they're
the
just
term?
Big fishnets.
Spiderweb.
Spiderweb stockings.
Are they spiderweb stockings? Is that a term?
What's that?
You just made that up, didn't you? I like the idea.
For ginormous fish. Tuna stockings.
They're fishy.
Those are the ones I see in the pornographic films that my brother shows me. Huh?
It's like the Clockwork Orange deal. Like the
My big
eyes-
brother shows me a lot of things.
Oh my God, you guys
What's
are
your
still
name?
going?
Lindsay has tuna fish stockings.
It's not mine. It's not mine, I swear.
4 inches shy of being knee-high leather high-heeled boots.
I collect lots of pairs.
The man standing above her is Mike, of whom I meet once a year. Okay, and discuss life and its philosophies.
No, yeah, you can tell.
Rolf, how did this happen? When did our lives switch?
Our lives switched.
Yeah. When did I become such a winner and you became such a fagor?
I thought this was like Freaky Friday or something.
If Rolf was a superhero, Rolf would be fagor.
Gazor.
Dazor?
Gay.
Jason's chuckling across the room because he knows. He's read the comic. Okay, he's read the graphic novel on Fagor, and it doesn't end pretty, right?
I just thought it was a funny
How does it
name.
end?
That's all.
Fagor comes to a sticky
He
ending,
gets
doesn't
he gets AIDS.
No, that's
and
too
dies.
obvious.
No, it's Super AIDS. Because it does speed.
No, it was something much more symbolic than that. He's hit by a truck that has the name.
He's impaled in the pelvis with a giant
Homophobe?
telephone pole.
The telephone
Oh, they're
pole
switching
was
it.
on a truck.
Hey, look!
and
You
the
guys have to
license plate read.
You guys have to switch
Ass
roles.
man.
I don't know. I can't actually tell the difference between the two of you, but you have to somehow switch roles because your hats have been switched.
No problem, girlie. The gentleman always helps ladies up. Especially when they have purple wings. It's a rule my
Rolf,
mom taught me.
you're not getting any. Sorry.
We're playing a little game here,
Ew!
folks.
I'm done with that.
What was that?
I'm done with that.
He like ate the windscreen of his mic.
Dude, keep going.
Well, here's a sound you guys haven't heard before. A theremin made by my mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is good. Exactly what you're hearing on these headphones are what's going out over the air. God help us.
get that? What? I am everything and nothing. It's very zen.
Nick has just put on his headphones. Nick, the problem with Nick is he can't remember who he was. Last year he was someone else, and this year he can't remember. He thinks he's someone else.
Last year I can't remember if I was even here. I don't think I was.
He lives for who he is tomorrow, as opposed to remembering what he was yesterday.
Last year.
Yeah, I'm the guy who transcends time.
He transcends time, but he's the embodiment of
Being
Britain.
here, but last year was your second year.
Jason, can you give me a list to tell me the number of people that are still signed on and listening to this podcast?
5.
I don't know.
Including myself.
Then you shouldn't have asked the question.
You'll be very surprised to know there are still 6 people tuned in.
Yeah, we're all over the internet.
Huh?
6 people tuned in, 5 unique.
5 unique. What is unique? Means that they weren't.
That means one of the people is a copycat, and they're unoriginal, and they suck.
Play-Doh, everything.
They need more beer.
I need to pee.
No way. Oh, okay. You
Jason, somebody has to eat up on this line while
Absolutely
I go pee.
no way.
Rolf's gonna take it because Rolf's gonna tell us the story of his life before he was a terrorist and a pirate. Okay, which were the original inventors of democracy. It's a shame that he's done this.
Do you have any some good theme music that I can play here while you tell your story? Something very epic and.
This, my friend, is a radio station. What? What don't you get? You don't know what you don't get.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah. See, he doesn't appreciate it, does he? Really, he doesn't appreciate life. They say radio is wasted on the people who don't listen to radio. It's like youth is
says that?
I say it all the time. It's ridiculous.
People are saying.
However, according to my
these are the greatest headphones ever, by the way. I can't hear like anything in the room. I just hear
Sennheiser, my
this.
friend. They know how to make headphones. However,
Sennhausen? Are they
Sennheiser?
Oh my God! Nazis made these headphones. I can't wear these
Especially
anymore.
for my head. I went back in time and said, "Hey, Nazi, take a plaster mold
buddy.
of my head and make me headphones." And Rommel was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck yeah! I'm gonna make fucking headphones for you." And I was like, "Thank you very much, Rommel." Desert Fox. There you go. A little history lesson. Rommel's nickname was Desert Fox. Did you know that?
I didn't care. Why
don't
did you?
care?
Why did you move the microphone like you were sending it to somebody else?
No, I like this microphone occasionally. I like this microphone.
Well,
Can you tell? Oh, see, look. See, I got a partner. This is you, man.
We've been looking for you, man.
This is your mic.
Hey, how's it going? Boner. Boner.
That is the word of the day, I do believe.
Attention customers. Testicle. That is all. Ooh, the Friolator. I gotta give me one of those.
Okay, this is why the party's been such a clusterfuck. These people right here.
This is why it's
people
awesome,
coming
though.
in right now.
See, Party FM, though, apparently, is synonymous with clusterfuck. Because, really, we just made the synonym. We just made what Party FM was. This is Party FM.
So we should change our slogan, which right now is where the fun doesn't stop. We should change it to the
CF.
clusterfuck.
Just CF. Don't be offensive. Just be CF.
Wow, there's flashing going on. Is the projector blowing up?
It's great. It's a great time.
It seems to play video for about 2 minutes and then just crap
yeah,
out.
I don't know what that is about. I'm not an IT guy right now.
Isn't it a Mac?
Yeah, that's the reason.
You notice he's been having all the problems with the Mac?
Yeah. Apparently they're miracle machines, but I'll believe when I see it, my friend.
You see something of that?
The topic of the chat room has been changed by David W.
Say it. Do it.
Turk Maglerck. Oh, go, please.
What? Just anything?
Anything you want. Anything your heart desires.
Oh, Ruffington, you're sleeping.
I've been snoozing right now, my friend.
Remember when I sang you that song?
And I woke up.
Ruff is asleep. Ruff is asleep. No, you didn't even get up, man.
I thought I opened one eye.
The other Erin was sleeping next to you, and she got up and she was like, "What the fuck?" And she got up and she walked away.
Aaron was sleeping next to me? Oh, out in the living room.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the chair.
I was like, what? That didn't happen.
You were plowing her right here, dude.
It didn't happen. More.
Jahan.
Seriously, I plowed Aaron like crazy.
What about
Lowe's? Carlos? No, he's not here.
I didn't think
We're broadcasting live to millions of people.
Are we?
Who knows Carlos and these people?
Millions of people.
That's not good.
Hola.
Seriously, Richie wants to be on the radio.
I think it's pretty funny.
Richie.
No, Richie needs to be on the radio. I don't know. No, get Bailey in here so he can rap. Oh yeah, we have a freestyle rapper in the house.
Aw, shit.
That wants to get on mic.
It's Mikey D.
Can somebody do some like
No,
beatboxing?
it's Mikey B.
No, it's Mikey D because his rap name. It's Mikey D's real name.
Mikey D's. No.
Hey. Yo,
Oh,
fuck
Justin
that.
Shane in
Fuck
his
that.
ass. Look at that.
Rap sucks. Rap sucks dicks. Like, if there's like a 10-inch cock sitting in the air, a rapper will suck that fucking shit. Rap sucks. Yes.
Hey, that's
What's wrong with your ID? It's like all stretched and like
because
blurry.
the retards in HR couldn't take a picture of me.
Yes.
It's because they couldn't find your best features.
What?
They always look for the best features.
My ID kicks everybody's ass. It's the most amazing ID in the face of the planet. Period. PERID. Period. Hey, where the fuck is Mike?
Smoke crack and play guitar.
Turk Maglerck is the man in other places. I will be back eventually.
Oh no.
Sorry, I have to.
We
make
might have
my
to go back
rounds.
to music finally. It's
Okay,
horrible.
then go back to music. It's probably more entertaining than this jive ass
great.
turkey talk.
This is exactly what I'm waiting for all night. I hope we have a couple more of these later.
There, we'll be in and out all night, my friend. All night.
In and out.
In and out all night long.
Ew.
In and out.